Okay, so today we're going to uncomplicate intermittent fasting and actually make it very easy for you, okay? It's actually quite simple. I mean, intermittent fasting is basically not eating, okay? So it's not starving, it's just you're omitting all these frequent meals. It's actually very, very simple, but a lot of times people complicate it. They want to know, can I have my supplements? Yes, you can have your supplements. Can I have tea? Yes, you can have your tea. Can I drink water? Yes, you can drink water. You can have some coffee. The point is that a true fast is just water and nothing else, okay? But if we're adding supplements or tea or a little coffee, I'm going to still consider that fasting, and you're not going to really break the fast, okay? All right, so here's the big thing about intermittent fasting to make it really, really simple. You actually want to let your body dictate when to feed it, okay? When to eat, and also how long you're going to go without eating. So the time may vary because you only want to eat when you're hungry, okay? And then not eat when you're not hungry. And it might sound really simple, but sometimes you have to explain it to people because at the first hint of a little slight hunger, people just start eating. I'm like, that's not what we're talking about. Because even in the morning at 8 o'clock a.m., you have a hormonal spike of cortisol, okay? That's an adrenal hormone, that's a stress hormone. That will make you a little hungry. So you may find right in the morning, wow, I'm hungry, and then that passes, and then you're not hungry. So slight hunger is, you want to just keep going, ignore that. What I'm talking about is a strong hunger. You have stomach pains, you start getting lightheaded, weak, grouchy, okay? That means it's time to eat, okay? Especially in the beginning, you're going to have this, you're going to feel fine, all of a sudden you're going to have these symptoms, and that's just a blood sugar crash. So you'll have to just get used to it. But the more and more you do this, the more you're going to go from sugar burning to fat burning more efficiently. That takes time though, okay? So another factor is the estimation of effort it takes to really get into this hardcore. So you're fully in the keto where it's comfortable. You have cognitive benefits. You feel focused. You have concentration. Your memory. You can actually learn faster. So that's going to happen over time. But for some people, it could take 3 to 4 months, okay? And I'm talking about weight loss too, especially in your midsection and your blood sugars. It just might take time because your whole life you've done this way and now we're trying to undo it. And it does take some time. So go into this for the long haul and just give it time, okay? All right, the other thing I want to talk about is how to start this whole thing. The first thing is like, let's say if you're doing all these multiple meals per day, you're doing snacks. The first thing is to lower your carbs. Okay, that's number one. That's automatically going to start helping you be less hungry so you can go longer. So now you go 3 meals, no snacks. Okay, that's the first goal. It's really important to add enough fat, okay, to go from one meal to the next. Very, very important. It's also important to add enough vegetables to also help you go from one meal to the next. A big mistake that people make is they try to do this without enough vegetables. You need vegetables for the potassium and the magnesium and the other minerals and vitamins that help heal insulin resistance and help lower insulin, as well as the fiber that feeds the microbes in your gut. And that produces something called butyric acid, which helps insulin resistance. It decreases hunger. It helps blood sugars. It feeds the colon cells, and it helps your immune system. The combination of good fat and vegetables is going to help you go from one meal to the next. And then just let your body dictate when to eat. So you're going to find you can go longer. So you skip the breakfast. Now you're at 2 meals a day. And now you start to squish those together slowly. Okay, let your body tell you when to do it to the point where you're not hungry anymore. So then you just do 1 meal a day. A lot of people are doing this, but you want to work up to it and just kind of keep it really, really simple. Give it time. These are just principles. Tea through the day. There's a tea called Hoodia gardenia, which is basically an appetite suppressant tea. It's very, very powerful antioxidant. You can try doing that if you want to actually have it help you a little bit. There's other teas as well. You can keep very, very busy because there's nothing worse than you sitting at home in front of the computer and watching the clock, like when am I going to eat? So you want to probably get out of the house, go somewhere, because that can really help you Find some activities, but don't just sit and at home. All right, sea salt, very, very important, because if you don't consume enough sodium and you're drinking water, you're diluting a little bit of sodium because you may not have enough reserve in your tank of minerals to draw on through the fasting. So the way that you know that you have enough sea salt is that you're not having any headaches, you're not feeling weak muscles, you're feeling strong. But a lot of people have side effects because they're not doing enough sea salt. Okay, I would do 1 flat level teaspoon a day. You can put that in your food. You can even mix it with water, some of it, not the whole thing, and drink that down. Electrolytes are very, very important too for potassium, magnesium, calcium, and find one with high potassium. And then that will actually also help you have energy through this as well, because when you make the transition, you need these nutrients. You'll also need B vitamins too. So I just want to throw that out there. Nutritional yeast tablets would help you, but that will just make the transition smoother. The last thing I want to talk about is just make sure that you prepare for what you're going to be eating. So let's say, for example, you don't really know when you're going to eat because you're going to go as long as you can until you're hungry. Bring your food with you if you're going somewhere, but just be prepared, because what we don't want to do is be like, wow, now I'm really hungry and I have no more food. Because the problem with intermittent fasting is that the timing of it, sometimes it's hard to time exactly when you're going to eat and coordinate that with other people. So have your food available so you can go to the correct food. And if you don't know about that, I put a link down below. I think I uncomplicated the intermittent fasting, and I think I made it easy for you, hopefully. Let me know with your comments below.